Where's my camera? Why's that not working? Fuck's sake. Can you guys hear me? Is anyone in here? Okay, cool. Alright, I've got someone that can hear me. I don't know why it's so delayed on the stream, but you guys are a couple minutes ahead of me. I can't seem to get my camera in here. Hang on, bear with. See if I can get this working. This is really frustrating. As soon as you hit the stream key, everything just goes tits up. Probably shouldn't have started the stream whilst I was rendering out a video, but hey. This will be done in a couple seconds. Is that done? Can we close you down now? I think this could be the reason why you guys can't see me. Hey, what's up, Daniel? You alright? Welcome to the Patreon group. I'm just trying to render your video out now. I'll upload it after I finish the stream. Alright, you know what? We're going to do this without the camera. You don't need it. And close down that now. Cool. So I'm going to jump into this just by opening up my template, wherever it is. That one. Fuck. No, this isn't it. No, hang on. And maybe I'll change the bitrate because YouTube's telling me to. How do I do this? General. What was it recommended of? Let's try that. Okay, can you guys still hear me? Just making sure that this is all working properly. You might want to refresh the stream as well, guys. Cool. Right, let's get started with a kick and a bass. No, kick and a snare, sorry. First of all, I'm just going to save a copy so that I don't change this project. And I'm going to open up that one. So, what are you guys in the mood for? Like a bass-heavy trap, like like a bass-heavy track, more trappy sort of thing, more grime. You know, what do you want me to have a go at making? Because this is for you lot, not so much for myself. But I don't really have anything in mind that I want to try and do. So, if you guys want to throw some suggestions in the chat, and we'll see what we're feeling. Whilst I'm waiting for you guys to do that, I'll throw some sounds in the rack. You know what, I'm going to make a kick before I start doing anything, rather than choosing one. Then make something, because, well, it's all well and good choosing a sample, but when you don't really know where you're going, yeah, we can do something like White Peach and Deep, stuff like that, Mr. K, Kyra stuff, yeah. Let's go for something like that. Just going to pull this mic in close so you guys can hear me properly. So what I'm going to do is make a drum rack, throw that in there, and then take the serum, put it in the drum rack. Basic shapes. Envelope 2 on the semitone control. Go into the matrix and change that so it's one note. So basically what I'm doing here, just to break down this, I'm making the low end of a kick and the high end of a kick, so I can make sure that the pitch envelope is the exact same by doing the exact same steps within Serum. So and then what's cool in here is that you've got like attacks from different kicks. You can throw that on the same envelope. That's jokes done on there, nice. Yes, Straight Wedge is a weird track because it's just got some nice progression to it. I can do something like that. I think it depends if the LFO, like the Max for Live LFO thing is working properly, because that's how I made that. So let's go into this. If I open up an EQ, not an EQ. Oh, that'll do. So just trying to get my headphone volume up right. Cool. So rather than boring you guys and making like a snare or something, I'll just throw a sample in here. Been liking stuff from this Rogue Dub pack recently. I'll go with something like that. And I need to tighten up this serum patch. And what I'm going to do is group this and throw a superior drummer on there. Actually no, because that's going to take too long. We're just going to throw in a sample in. and a sample to mix it with. I've got any live drums. What's in here? Punchy kicks, top kicks, I'll do. Maybe to glue it together, what I'll do is throw that glue on top. Yeah, it's a bit better. Throw something like this in, put it in one-shot mode, take out that transient. Shape it up a little bit. That's totally not in phase, which is fantastic. Fuck. It's too full frequency, that kick. It's still phasing as well. No, that'll do for now. Start off with drum layer. Cool. Go into our top drum section and find some percussion bits. I've never used any of these ones before, so we'll just try and throw in this pack and see what it sounds like. Turn that down a little bit because it's all really loud. And I'll throw a limiter on the end actually, just on the pre-master. Oh, there's already a limiter on here. Turn this down. I'm just going to move some bits around on my desk so I can get my push out. So what I'm doing is just hitting the pads on my push right now. So if I take this and double up loop. Hey David, how's it going? You right? Throwing some hats. I think I have a shaker rack I like to use sometimes. I think I use this in straight wedge. If I go into that drum rack, cool. Cool, I like that rhythm. Cool, let's set a vibe for this. So, what am I going to do? Have a look in the atmospheres bit. So, I need to organise my folders a little bit more, but I do have some areas where I've got some cool samples lying around. I just don't know, is it here? No. Fuck. Ah, here we go. So what you can do is throw these in my samples bit. And then Valhalla Room is a really cool plugin just to like wash everything out. So the depth all the way up, pre-delay down, decay up. And the trick with like ambient samples is taking different ones and layering them. So if I create a group here, I can throw that reverb on that group and drag another audio sample in. And what I'll do is, because they're evolving, like they're decaying at the same time, I'll reverse one of them. So you've constantly got that push-pull effect from the sample over the course of that 8 bars. How are you guys getting on the track? So let's have a look into Omnisphere, shall we? Because you can always get some cool sounds out of Omnisphere. So I always like make a beeline for the human voices and have a look at the choirs because they're just recorded so nicely. Let's go with it. And going into something dark already. Actually, I liked it on D. Is this even in the right scale? I liked it there. Gonna put the I'm actually gonna move this down into the samples group and the reverb on it. Just have to check my chains. Cool. Take this out and have a look in Contact for something as well. Maybe some more percussion bits. Default into the flute, of course. I don't really play about with these too much, but we can have a look at these. See what this is all about. These will need to go into the drums though, because maybe in the percussion bits. It's a bit too preset-y. Let's have a look. Full elements, pop, industrial, tech. Yeah, tech elements, go for that. There we go. Yeah, just that one hit will do. Maybe a delay on there as well. So, if you guys haven't gathered already, like, I like to create an atmosphere. Yes, like, just like, before I get into like making the sound of a track, because it's all about a vibe, and if you can get a vibe set, and you can build up your layers in the background first, then you can go into making something really cool. Let's have a look at something in here. We'll go into pads and strings, maybe. That could be cool. Just as like a really soft element for this first half, and then have something like to follow it in the second bit. And if we drag both of these down into this samples group, where this long reverb's going on, we could get some really cool sounds out of that. So we need something to contrast that. So let's find something else. Well, actually, Omnisphere's got a cool sound match feature, which I don't really use that much. Match current selection. So that's what we got. Alright, so that's super noisy and super weird sounding, so I need to clean that up if I'm going to use that. What I'll do is pitch up, maybe. Let's try pitching this one up as well. Cool, let's get into making something for the bass. Let's open up Sublab. Have we got Sublab here? Yeah. There's so much delay on this. I might have to draw this in with MIDI. Wait, what? Close that shit. So what I'm doing here is just I'm using that those first subhits as like somewhere to reference for where a sound's going to land, and then I'm going to make something over to answer it. Right, hang on, we're not even going for something like this, are we? So we're doing a sound like straight wedge, aren't we? So dark. So this is like LFO tool, but not LFO tool, and cool. We're just gonna go with a pure sub, wherever those are, pure subs. I'm just going to take away this decay on here, on the volume, so it stops when we want it to stop. And then what I'm going to do is so the way that I got it to work in straight wedge was by changing this LFO speed here. So we'll rename this quarter eighth. So now we can go into the mid-bass section, and if we're doing something like straight wedge, then we're going to grab Omnisphere. I'm going to create some layers in here. So we're going to take that and group it so that we've got something to work with. And what we're going to do is try to think now. What we could do is put no, we're gonna have to put it on here. So we'll get dock again, and we've got to get it to copy what we're doing here. So on this second dock, we've got to use the eighth. I'm going to copy the exact same patch over to here. And we're going to go into human voices again. I think it was ours. We have to copy over the exact same thing into each one now. And then this one's got to match that one. So in here, oh, I'm so confused, right? Get this one up. So we've got to turn off all these reverbs and shit, because that'll ring out. And then in this second patch we'll add like a synth layer underneath it. So we'll take here and we'll go into the oscillator, change it to synth, change it to like saw square fat. How's that sound? Turn off all these shitty effects. So might turn this one down so that one can get some room. So now I'm going to drag this in here. Make sure that it's not taking up too much of the frequency spectrum. Add some unison. Make it wide. And maybe add some distortion in here. Why not? So listen to the bass as well with that. So I haven't seen the chat in a minute, bear with. What we can do in here now is maybe add a different bass sound to change it up. See where my reverbs are sitting, so set a No, I'm not liking the progression of this. Let's see what I can do in something like phase plant. Just sending this out to the pre-master so that I don't have to separate the subs and stuff straight away. Whoa. There we go. Have you guys seen this before? Or would you prefer me to use like something like Serum? Honestly, mate, yeah, David, this synth is fucking nuts. So let me do a quick. Yeah, so let me go through a quick demonstration of what this is. So basically, this is like a modular synth that can you can like modulate anything from anything within it, and you can also create whatever you want. So basically, let me start from scratch. This is a group, and the group has an output. You can choose between an analog generator, a noise generator, a sampler, or a wavetable. In like Serum, you've got two oscillators. You've got, you know, two wavetables essentially that you can play about with an output. Well, in here you can make as many groups with as many wavetables as you want within one another. So now I've got a 4 wavetable synth. It's crazy. And I'm going to try and make some sounds in here. So can this go out to, there we go. So we've got a sub layer. Going to create another group with an output. So this is going to go through to lane 2, which is this effects lane here. And then I'm going to send this one to lane 1, which will be the main sound. So what I'm going to do is mute this for a second. And I'm going to go into the wavetable editor. And you can see the whole wavetable here. You can go into effects. I think disperse is the one. You can select like the whole sample and set the amount to 100 and done. Now if I so that's something cool, I guess. So what we'll do is take this signal, put it down here, and we'll take another wavetable, put that in there, so it's just a sine that's coming out. I'm going to FM its phase. Just a little bit. And then in here we can use a fat treater, distort it if you wanted to. So we'll take an LFO, set it to sync. modulate its wavetable position a little bit. And then what we can do here is like, just to clean up. And we can take another LFO, map that to the volume of the gain of the master. So we'll put this all the way down. Playing about with bass is always a difficult one. It always takes fucking ages. Try ring mod. Get some cool stuff going with this. What I might do is try and distort them together. If I push them together with a So we'll group this and throw an operator under it. No, we won't. We'll take the same synth and throw it under. And this one can be a sub patch. So what we'll do is just remove all this. Maybe without this. Oh, wait, shit. I undo. Oh shit. Now this could go somewhere cool. I'm going to take your idea, man, and record this and chop it up later on, because this is sounding cool. The reason why it's recording weird is because for some reason I set the LFO to 1816 instead of 1616, but it got something cool out of it. Take this, send that to the pre-master. Maybe mute this for the time being. Yeah, this is turning out really cool. That's good chat, man. Appreciate that. There we go. I think we've got our riff, I guess. Cool, now we can start adding some more layers to this. So let's go down to let's go and duplicate some more samples here. See how many of you are still in the chat. Sorry that took so long, that was a really tedious process. Cool, let's jump into... Alright, I've got this really embarrassing pack, but it's got some cool sounds in there. It's like this proper EDM-y, like cringe vengeance level shit, but it's got some like size and breathing and they sound a bit sexual, but if taken in like the right context, it can sound really spooky and weird. Like they're really, really cheesy and shit, but I really like playing about with them, especially with where are they? Valhalla's stuff. Like they sound bad, in all honesty, but they can create some really cool atmospheres. I need like a long sigh.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's so bad. Oh. There we go, right. Where's that reverb? I had something else as well. What was it? Shimmer. This thing's pretty cool. Try and throw some delays on these as well. So what have we got going on here? Got a H delay on C. We'll throw that there. Try and throw There's some effects in here. Cool, we got something here we can create some contrast with. So what I like to do as well, just to give me a place to play with now, is now I know I need to swap out these sounds here, so I'll deactivate them and then create a new layer and find something else. So
4.
and take that and just chop off the thingy and then not pitch it and just time stretch it. So what did this sound like?
9. And who are you? Breathe. Chorus. Bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9.
Take that and so it doesn't matter what it is. It's just the it's the tonality of it that I'm looking for, like, more than anything else, because I'm just gonna be washing it out with reverb and then reversing it and shit anyways. So as long as it's a girl talking, I don't care what the fuck she says, just as long as it's like, you know, it's got that female character to it.
Nine.
So we'll freeze that. Flatten it. Consolidate. And reverse. Then more reverb. And now we got something cool. I'm going to layer that with some sort of metal hit. Yeah, that'll do. And then we can copy and paste that for now. Alright, has anyone got suggestions for this track? Anything else I can put in there? If anything you want to hear or want to see. Drop Valhalla delay before plate. Yeah, I'm on that. Let's try it on this one. Yeah, sounds nice. Gonna change out that kick for something that's a bit more heavy. Fuck, where did that just land? That sounded good. Yeah. Alright, so what this needs over the top of it is like some sort of mid bass. That's gonna be like riding over the top. So let's take you know what? No, let's play with I wanna play about with Razor because I've been messing about with that recently. There's some cool stuff in there. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat on my phone and it keeps locking and I keep forgetting to open it. Wait, what the fuck? Razor, no, don't save. Cool. Where's the init? It's difficult. Melodies I always struggle with. Normally I go to find a sample or something. Let's have a look. Splice it. Find something to chop about. Why not? Instruments. Daily picks. So we're writing in F minor. Let's go with what? Go with vocals, see what we can chop up. Fucking hell, that's loud.
Seems like forever.
Don't lose it.
Yeah.
Anything in here? Indie, big room, deep house, fuck that. Cinematic. I don't know, I could try fucking about with that. Pitching it down and shit. No. Fuck. I don't know what else to come up with. I'm a bit stumped here. Anyone got any suggestions as to what to add? You know what? Let's go in here. Play about this. Uh, Hello. Cannot record in from a mic. Fuck. Have I got my noise pack?
Sonny! Oh, baby, work it out. Be patient.
You know what? Instead of using that string, let's use where is it? Oh yeah, so this thing's weird, isn't it? So if you hold down one of these, it changes the tone of the clavs. Let's have a look. One, the two. There's two on the 8-bar. Like this. Hmm. I don't know. Let's check the chat. I was changed so make it. Hmm. I just want something to like sit on top of it because like I don't know. It's weird. Like it's all well and good like having a bass and like some drums and shit, but like there's just something that it needs something else. Like I'm looking at the master, and it's like if we open up Insight here, there's all this space that needs filling where it's like blue in the 2 to 3K area. I think the hats could use some saturation as well. They're sounding a bit dull. What's that? So do the 3 keys down at the first 3, then 3 up on the last loop. Oh, okay, I get you. So like, but then like that, so it would be yeah, I agree with you, Daniel, actually. What I'm going to do is leave this stream here, because I've got to get the video uploaded for the Patreon guys, and it's quite a long video. We'll pick this up at some point in the very near future, and yeah, maybe I'll continue it for the Patreon stream if you guys are in for that, and we can work on it, or we can save it for something else. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream here, guys. So I hope you guys got a little bit of an insight into like how to build a track from scratch. Like, everyone has the same struggles. It's just a trial and error game until you get something that sounds cool, and it's about pulling all that little techniques like out of your hat that you've picked up over the years of just trial and error, and yeah. I just hope this this saves to the channel and stuff so that people can check it out. It's a bit of a painful watch, I know, because watching anyone like struggle with the track is difficult to watch, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit.